Hello everyone. Today I want to show you my CNC mill and my manual lathe. I've know a lot of people subscribe to my channel because of the CNC stuff that I did way back about 10 years ago. Before I built the 3-axis CNC routers, that was like 2006, 2007. And then that little machine worked pretty good, and then I bought a manual lathe and then a manual mill, kind of like a 2-in-1 deal. That worked pretty good for a while, and then I got serious and I bought the Tormach 770. That was a lot of money back then. I mean, I spent quite a bit on it, and I bought all of the collets, you know, and then I bought the air release tool set, and then I bought quite a bit of stuff, a lot of tool-ins, and then stuff like that, the ultra quiet air compressor and everything. So I got that running for a while. I was making a lot of cool parts, make a little bit of money on it. Probably didn't recover the money for the machine. I'm still learning CNC back then. And then after that, life changes and kind of give up on the CNC, and this 3-axis CNC machine has been sitting here 5 years doing nothing, not making any money other than taking up space. So I had some time recently, and I want to get a lot of my unfinished project done. So I finally busted out, started cleaning it. I'm still in the process of cleaning everything. So I just want to let you guys know that for those who've subscribed to my channel because of the CNC stuff, I just want to let you know I'm back. Finally, I'm back to the CNC stuff. So I finally taken the time to kind of clean up my lathe a little bit. Everything was left dirty for the last 5 years. I didn't even clean it up. It's kind of got lazy, neglected a little bit. But I finally fixes the lathe because it had a broken axis right here. And so I had to fix that, spend a little bit of time fixing on it because it's a Chinese lathe. Obviously, it's very difficult trying to find the parts, and I need the nuts for the rail. It stripped it out, and finally I couldn't get a hold for the parts for them. This is a Bolton Tools lathe. It's an AT520A. It's okay value for the money. All of the stuff that I'm doing, it's not super accurate requirements of, you know. I mean, it's pretty decent, but just so you know, if you get this lathe, it's very difficult to get a hold of parts. You can call them and order them, but they said it takes 6 weeks to 8 weeks to get the parts. And the part is actually expensive, more expensive than I thought it would be. Like for the little ball nuts that goes onto the linear rail, you know, it's actually like $38, so it's pretty expensive. So, but I managed to fix that. I ordered different nuts from somebody else for the Smithy machine, and then I was able to modify it to make it work in this machine. So I got that working again, tested a little bit, everything's working fine. My CNC, my Tormach, after 5 years of not turning it on or running at all, I was surprised that it still ran. Everything turned back on. I have to re-loop all of the rails. It got the automatic lubricant for the rail and the spindle and everything, so I had got that going again and got all of the oil back in, so everything's running smoothly. So I will get back into CNC stuff. Hopefully I can make some parts or make some parts for other people that I can make a little bit of extra money or recover some of that initial costs on the machine back. So today I made this my biggest, best battery yet. So this battery is for a customer. It's a custom made batteries, and it's gigantic. It's a Nissan Leaf 14 cell setup, but this one is special. This one it's 118 amp hours. So there's 3 module. There is 3 module in parallel, and then 14 cells in series. So it's give the 14 cell 180 amp hour, and this thing is gigantic. Look at my hand. So this thing is about 28 inches long, and then about 170 pounds. So it's definitely, I couldn't lift it. It's gonna have to be two people kind of deal to lift it, and it's super big. And if you watch my version 1, I'll consider this is my version 2. Everything is making a little bit more careful, a little bit more pay attention to the details. So I make the little standoff right here so that the plastic covering that I made here too, it will sit on top of those standoff away from the bus bar and everything. So everything sit nice and flat, and it looked really good. And I managed to test my CNC machine again. I figure, you know, got to do something, see if it's still running. So I had to do the engraving. I did a little bit of CNC engraving for this customer, free of charge, of course. It'll be a surprise for him, but that's what it said. Nissan Leaf, lithium power, 14 cells, 180 amp hour. So basically, and then got the screw. We'll put the screw on here, and then that will hold down the cover right there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Like I promised, coming up here, I will get back into the CNC stuff, and I will start making you know, cool stuff. I'm not that good of CNC, or drawing CAD and anything like stuff. I know just a little bit of everything, so I'm still trying to learn. But I have made a lot of cool stuff coming up, a lot of cool stuff, but I haven't shown anybody yet. And so stay tuned. Coming up, I'll show something that I've made. When I first got the CNC machine about 7 years ago, I made it. My wife almost divorced me because I was making this little thing. So I'm hoping that when I put this video coming up next, you guys are gonna love this little thing that I made. So just stay tuned. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good day.